Welcome back, everyone, to, I don't know what you want to call this show. Used to be Wednesday Wednesday. Then I tried including Ren's music in the Junction reactions. This, as you will see in a moment, is a special feature. This is new music from Ren. I've recently changed my channel a little bit, and I have been including new artists throughout my week. And in order to have the time to do that, I had to start changing which groups I would showcase. And my Wednesday is Wednesday show on Wednesdays fell off for some reason. I started to get fewer views, fewer comments, fewer likes on my videos. And I held on for a while. I held on for like a couple more months. I spoke to my wife about it, and the reason why I spoke to her about it is because Ren was, like, I was introduced to Ren from her. She fell in love with his music, the person he is, his story, his struggles, his recovery from Lyme disease. And to let go of something that it wasn't the beginning of my channel, but it's what, like, Ren's music is what propelled my channel in the beginning. And I felt like I needed my wife's I needed her permission to let go of that channel. And she said, look, the YouTube's, the people are answering. They don't want to see that on your channel anymore. And I'm like, no, it's got to be an algorithm thing. And I still believe it's an algorithm thing. I honestly believe that's what it is. Of course, the other side of it is I think that I'm just not as exciting of a YouTuber as some others are. And why is that? Because I don't have all the theatrics that they do. But I did learn this one. This one's pretty cool. Watch this. Boom. Here we are. I was going to show something different, but I had a blunder, and there it is. Special feature. This is Vincent's Tale, Sunflowers, Prologue. I had to do a little bit of research. On Reddit, Snoop Peers 456 says Vincent's Tale is totally unrelated to the original trilogy. It is loosely based on the life of Vincent van Gogh. A popular opinion is that Ren fictitiously expands on Van Gogh's paintings. The sunflower reference seems to validate that thought. So, the sunflower seeds comments below that. Sunflowers are incredible sources of folic acid. 100 grams of kernels contains 227 UG of folic acid, which is about 37% of the recommended daily intake. Folic acid is essential for DNA synthesis. When given in anticipant mothers during the periconceptual period, it may prevent neural tube defects in the baby. That's so messed up. And so somebody commented on that. Simba63, username checks out. Thanks for the random piece of useless trivia. That is so great. I love that. I love it when I do research. I find comments and they just put a smile on my face. Let's get into this music. This is Ren, Vincent's Tale, Sunflowers.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Wow, just like getting so excited. So at the beginning, he starts a little bit slow, like I don't know what the right word is, melodramatic almost, and then the energy comes in. Oh my God, love the energy, Ren.
Planting seeds where the grass never grows, but the grass it stays greener in places unknown as we all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Man, that's quality. Holy smokes. Yeah, at first I was like, okay, where is he going with this? I love the ebb and flow of these feelings, of these tones, of his soft voice, of his scream. It to me is like I'm 2 minutes in and I'm in, man. I am in. This is what I want. This is kind of what I want. And so I wondered, new music. I know this one's a month old. It took me a bit to get to it. I did like those Three Tales. I did the one with my son, and it was like pretty vulgar. And I mean, I'm telling you, I got some backlash from you guys. What kind of a dad would let his kid listen to this music? Didn't expect it. I did not know that was going to happen. And I also hear him swearing in his room when he's playing his video games against his friends. So, I don't know. In hindsight, maybe it was a mistake. It's content. What can I do? Those tales for what Ren is. I've got music that I love, and I got music that I like of his, and I like those ones. I love this. I love this. Whoa. Ren. That, yes. There was a lot going on there at the end. I loved how it was. Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I'm not going to expand on that. Just, you know what I'm talking about. The flash of his life. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. It kind of hits home a little bit. It's the life I used to live. I'm not in that life anymore. I have since recovered from the hopeless state of mind. I said that to a friend of mine this morning in a gratitude list that we share back and forth in text every morning. Some mornings I miss, but it was one of those things that I had mentioned in my gratitude list. Grateful that I have a freedom from that hopeless state of mind that I lived for so many years in active addiction. I hear you, Ren. I hear you. I appreciate your music. It's been a minute. The last video I published, I think it was that one you did when you were in the like that deserty kind of mountainous area playing the keyboard. It was a dedication to your friend who had passed away. I want to say that was the last one I did. And I dedicated it to a friend that I had passed away, a friend of mine that had passed away, and to a listener, one of my first listeners and commenters on, one of the first, but one that I always come back, and Piwaka, I want to say it's Piwaka. You always end your comments with Kia, aha, or haha, or whatever it was. And I had to Google it, honestly, because I didn't know. And it was like a New Zealand kind of native term. You'll have to look it up or look at my comments at my REN videos. You'll see his comment pop up so many times. And he was suffering from something health related. And I wanted to give him a shining light of hope. And so I released that song. That song I had done was supposed to be a Case of the Mondays show. And I thought it was going to be an energetic song for that show. And I just happened to click at a spot in that performance where it was high piano energy. And I didn't realize the context of it. And I later found out that, it was not a Case of the Mondays type of show, and I questioned whether or not releasing it. And then for that viewer, I decided that I would release it and as a dedication. And so I think that was the last one that I did. This is new music, and I know that you've got another one that just come out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna react to that one right away. And I'm feeling it, right? I'm feeling the REN vibe all over again. And so we're just going to jump into that one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the early support on my channel, for all the comments, the direction, the help, the encouragement, all of it. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for you guys. So much love, much respect. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming out, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay blessed.